Hello, everyone. As part of this week's lesson, we are going to be exploring a web resource that is called the Google Arts and Culture Project. And I'm going to try to give you a little bit of a tour around how this thing works. And as we go on our adventures together, I'm also going to be asking you to make a collection of the favorite things that you find here and to share that gallery with all of us. And so I'm going to walk you through how that works. The first thing that you're going to need to do is make sure you are signed in with your Berkeley account. So I'm going to sign in to my Berkeley account using my new 1Pass that I'm not going to tell you what that is. And in we go. And I'm going to start on the home page here, Google Arts and Culture. And there's a lot of different ways to dive into this material. There's a daily digest that is related to different searches that you've made in the past. There are stories of the day, for example, that are curated by Google. So, for example, there's a section here this week on The Night Watch by Rembrandt from the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, which gives you lots of information, in this case, about this painting from the 1640s. If you want more detail, and by detail, you'll see what I mean, click on any of these things, and it takes me to the painting itself. And what you'll notice about this is that I can go really into insane depth with this painting. And for overwhelmingly most of the works that are part of this project, you can go into this kind of high resolution detail. I'm only, 73% in detail here. It's absolutely stunning how close you can get to these things. You love the Night Watch. I love the Night Watch. And I love the Night Watch so much that up here at the upper right, see there's my little icon, there's the search function, there's the share key. You'll see that there's a heart here. Right? And this means that I am going to favorite the Night Watch, which I would hope that all of you do as well, because it's amazing. And there it goes. I've just favorited it. I believe that's a verb. And you can see a little indication here, added to favorites with the option to view. I'm going to pass on viewing for the moment, and we'll come back to that later. So I'm going to go back to the home page. Again, my daily digest, stories of the day. There are virtual tours of institutions all over the world, both inside and outside. There are some suggested ones here. So let's say we wanted to go visit, let's go to the Palace of Versailles. I'm going to go in and oh yes, there is my sweet Google technology, able to go and wander through, in this case, the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. You'll notice there's a little map over here at the right with a little yellow guy. If you click on this, this will give you a map of all of the places that you can go visit at that site. So this is the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. We can go over here. I've now moved my little yellow guy, click on the picture, and I'm in a totally new room in Versailles. I can do that by going to the map, or simply I can just click into the next gallery. If you hover your cursor over and you see an arrow on the ground, it means it's a room that's part of the collection. It's really a ton of fun to go wander through all of these places, whether they are museums, whether they're historical sites like Versailles. The museum bit is interesting. I'm going to go straight to the search function and type in a little local museum for your viewing pleasure, which is the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum here in Boston. And there it is. And you can look at all of these individual works of art that are on display at the Gardner, but what I really want to do is go inside the museum. Right? And so here again, like we did at Versailles, you can go travel around the different galleries. Here we are in the courtyard. I'm going to click on the little yellow guy again. This shows you all of the places you can go visit on the first floor of the Gardner. I can use this little button to look at other floors. So for example, I want to go into the third floor of the Gardner Museum. Oh, mama. Really absolutely extraordinary. With the works that are located in that gallery down below. We can go into the Titian room. Absolutely extraordinary. So again, there are lots of ways for you to find stuff. You can go through virtual tours. The featured project as of this recording is Black History and Culture. There's a whole series of objects that have been photographed with extraordinarily high resolution photography that they have looped together here in a zoom in category. So, for example, here is, oh baby, here is a landscape painting by Giovanni Segantini, a Swiss painter. And we can go in and in and in and in. Wait for it. Unbelievable. I also like this a lot. How much do I like it, you ask yourselves? I am going to put it in my favorite box. And again, we'll return to that favorite box in a moment. So I'm going to go back to, so you can explore around the zoom ins. A relatively new feature that's really kind of fun is a sort of a timeline and or color line to explore objects. So for example, here is turquoise in modern art. And there's works from different artists across different parts of the world that use similar colors. And you can play with those, right? So here is brown over time, purple over time. Hello. Oh, I like that lamp. All right, let's open this thing up. So here is an Emily Carr Arts and Craft lamp. You know how much I like this? I'm going to put it in my favorites folder. There we go. Okay. So you can explore by color. Let me go down again. You can explore by time. So here we go. This is just the random one that they have here by looking at clocks from the middle of the 18th century. How about clocks from around 1895? How about clocks from around 1940? Oh, no, that's kind of cool. Shaker grandmother clock. I love it. How much? I'm going to put it in my favorites box. Okay, you get the point. All right, so lots of ways to explore around. And then the last one is, actually there's two more. You can explore by artist. So let's say your favorite artist is, I don't know, Cezanne. Just type in Cezanne, and you are going to get different exhibits that focus on Cezanne, 503 works by Cezanne held in collections all over the world. I like this one. Why do I like it? Because it's awesome. And it's at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. I'm going to put this, boop, into my favorites folder. Before I leave, sorry about the length of this video, but I can't help myself. Oh, yes. Hello, Madame Cezanne. Come on. There she is. Excellent. Okay. And then lastly, you can search by artist. You can also search by institution. Partners, the Rijksmuseum, the Chateau Chambord, the Cincinnati Art Museum. So there's lots of ways that you can find things. Okay. So here we are then. We have gone through all sorts of different ways that you can explore objects. And now we are going to make our gallery that we're going to share with friends. And with the class. So I'm going to open up at random here. So there is a Parthenon marbles. I love this. I'm going to remove from favorites. You know what? It's already my favorite. I'm going to add it. And then over here, I'm going to click View. Now this shows all of the items that I have added over time, right? So these are things that we added during this video, these last 6 or 7 things. So I'm going to start by creating a new collection. And I'm going to put in that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, that one, and that one. All right, I'm going to click Next. I'm going to give it a title. Themes and Variations. Ross's Favorites. Description. The best. All right, now this is a very, very, very important part of this, folks. I am then going to make this public, right? That is very important so the rest of us can look at this. And I'm going to hit Finish. Right? So now that has been created, right? This is my Themes and Variations, Ross's Favorites collection that I have made public. Now, when I'm going to upload these into the lesson, right, when I'm doing my work for this week, you are going to copy and paste that URL that's up on top into your post for this week, so that everyone else can see what your favorites are. That's where you're going to put some commentary on why you chose what you did. And so, folks, I realize this is a little bit of a long video, but that is our plan. So explore this fantastic Google resource. As you're going through, make sure that you're signed in, right? Create a collection of favorites by clicking on that heart button. And then when you're done, you're going to make a new gallery that you're going to name and however you want. And once you've made that gallery public, repeat, once you have made that gallery public, and you hit finished, you're going to copy and paste that URL into your post for this week so we can see what you got. So best of luck, enjoy, and happy travels, happy exploring.